there, it's Simon here. How are you? We are going to learn how to play Blues Traveler's Hook today. Now, you probably saw a whole bunch of bar chords just then. We're going to talk through exactly how we play them. Talking about the direction of the strumming, which is quite important in this song. If you know a lot about bar chords and all that sort of stuff, I'm just going to run through them quickly now so that you don't have to hang around. So we've got A, and then you come up on the E after the and, before the and rather, and then you're going to go down on E major, then you're going to hammer into an F sharp minor 7, and then you're going to play a C sharp 7, and then a D major at the 10th fret, A major at the 5th fret, then 2 Ds, E, up, 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 up. And that's effectively how you play it, but the strumming does develop. All right, now, bar chords, hey? This is a great one to learn bar chords if you're only fresh at this. This is a shout out to Sarah, who's one of my patrons who asked me actually to learn this. You can go to patreon.com/Simon Morell and request stuff too. How good is that? So this is an A. We've got an E-shaped bar chord here at the 5th fret, right? Why is it called an E-shaped bar chord? Well, this is an E. And you'll notice that this sounds exactly the same and is the same shape. Right now, but if I just move the middle bits up there, we've got some open strings. So it's going to sound quite Spanishy because the chord doesn't agree anymore. We moved these up a semitone, but we didn't move the open strings up. And how we move the open strings up is by putting our index finger as a bar, hence the bar chord. Now, how you know what chord it is the lowest note in E major is an E, right? So there it follows that if you have an E-shaped bar chord, whatever note you're playing on the E string is the name of the chord. Whew, crazy. So, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and that's how we get to A. All right, now, that's how you play an E-shaped bar chord. How's the strumming go in this bit? Well, you play down, then up. Now, it's on the 1 of the bar, right? So 1 E and 2 E, right? And you lift the chord off and it stops. Right? That's why bar chords are cool, because as soon as you release the pressure with your left hand or your fretting hand, the chord stops. All right, and then we're going to go to E. Now, this you can see looks a little bit different to our E-shaped bar chord. That's because it is an A-shaped bar chord. Now, if you see that, that looks much more like an A down here, right? So we've done exactly the same thing, A, this goes to A sharp, but then these don't agree. So, we do exactly the same thing. We get E, slide it up, and we play. That is B flat, right? Now, I personally don't do this multi-finger situation. I just play them flat like that, right? And if you bend the back of your 3rd finger over the top here, you can still get the high E string, right? But you don't have to. Still a B flat. Okay. So, B flat, B, C, D flat, E, E flat, E. And that's why that is an E. Again, the lowest note of an A chord is an A. So it follows that wherever your first finger is on the A string, that will be the name of the chord. So, A, B flat, this is B flat, B, C, D flat, E, E flat, E. See what I mean? So we're going to do exactly the same strumming on this chord. So it's going to go A, E. Right, next one, we're going to play an F sharp minor 7. Now, this is A minor, same thing. I'll explain the same thing again. We've got A minor. This is A minor 7. We're going to switch our fingers around. A minor 7. Slide it up, you get B minor 7. Or solidly in about 1973 here. Anyway, let's get to F sharp. So this, at the 9th fret on the A string, is an F sharp. So therefore, this is F sharp minor 7. All right, Now what we do here is we do a hammer-on into the chord, like that. So we get A, E, hammer. Now, and then you do 2 ups. The first one, you put your pinky on the high E here, on the high E string, the E on the E string is at the 12th fret, because E is the 7 of F sharp, the key of F sharp. That makes it an F sharp minor 7. We've already got an E there, but an extra one makes it extra 7th-y. Okay, so we're going A, E, hammer, right? And then we're going to just duck these fingers across here. And this is a C sharp 7, right? This is another E-shaped bar chord. This one's an E7 shaped bar chord, right? That is C sharp. That's why this is C sharp 7. And you do the same trick. You put your finger here on B, which is the 7 of C sharp. And then we play a D. This is an E-shaped bar chord at the 10th fret. A-shaped bar chord at the 5th fret. Sorry, E-shaped bar chord, it's an A on the 5th fret. Right, and then we go up to D, we hit 1, 2. 1, 2, up, 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 up. All E's. All right, this is E major because, see what I mean? Etc., etc. Okay, so that whole thing is A, E, hammer, C sharp, D, A, D, D, E, 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 A. And you just go around like that. Now, as the song moves along, the kind of strumming develops a little bit and he plays a little bit more than he does at the beginning. So, you know, as long as you're hitting those accents that you outline at the very beginning, it's going to sound exactly right. So, there you go, Sarah. That is Hook by Blues Traveller. Thanks so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. I will see you next time. If you need the chart, you can grab it over at Patreon. Bye for now.